Diddy's just inching his way on out of there, isn't he? Hey guys, it's your girl Gentray Hay, and Diddy's release date has been moved up from April 2028 to February of 2028. And I'm not surprised in the least bit. It's Diddy we're talking about, you guys. I don't know what kind of conversation, what kind of finagling that he is doing, but him getting out early is just something that I expect at this point. With his February release date being so close to the end of 2027, mark my words, y'all, if he gets out in like November, December, it would not be a shocker. If you know anything about Diddy, you know that he's very intelligent and that he is persistent. So him finding a way to get out of prison is probably his only goal right now, and he's obviously succeeding. Now, I did see earlier where Cassie Ventura has moved out of the country, and I don't blame her. You know, she gets a fresh start and gets to be free of the constant, news and media coverages about this whole situation, and she can just live happy with her family. So, yeah, very interesting.
Okay, listen. I don't know what Diddy did to the powers that be for them, but baby, they are doing whatever they gotta do to keep him in prison because he was appealing to get out, right? And now there is a new lawsuit from a former child actor. Now, I don't know if that is a former as in they're not acting anymore, or if that is someone who was acting and maybe this happened and that was it for them. Anyway, this former child actor who is currently nameless, the allegations are wild. Look at this.
A former child actor has accused Sean Diddy Combs of sexually assaulting him back in 2007 at a networking event in the Hollywood Hills. Now, Sean Combs denies this, but let me walk you through the allegations. This former child actor says that they met Sean Combs at this networking event, and he started making small talk with him, telling him that he had some projects in mind for him. That's when, according to the lawsuit filed this week in Los Angeles, that Sean Combs took this minor actor into a back room, and that is where he says that he sexually assaulted him. Now, we don't know who this former child star was. They have filed this lawsuit anonymously under a pseudonym, just saying that they were under the age of 18 at the time. Now, I want to read you part of the lawsuit, but I do want to warn you that the details are graphic. Quote, defendant Combs pulled down plaintiff's pants and underwear and began to fondle plaintiff's genitalia, all while Combs was simultaneously touching himself, the lawsuit states. Quote, defendant Combs then performed oral copulation on the minor plaintiff while continuing to touch himself. Now, a spokesperson for Combs has denied these allegations, telling me in a statement, quote, this complaint describes events that allegedly occurred nearly 20 years ago and is based solely on the plaintiff's account. Their statement goes on to say, quote, we are confident that the facts will demonstrate these claims are without merit. Now, this lawsuit is the latest of mounting legal troubles against Combs. As you all know, Combs is currently incarcerated on the East Coast serving more than a 4-year sentence. He is appealing that conviction, but just last week, I confirmed with the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office that they are reviewing a case against Combs. What does that mean? Well, that means that Combs could potentially be facing charges in Los Angeles. That, along with this lawsuit and dozens more.
But man, Diddy getting out of jail is crazy work. That is just crazy to me, man. We had to hold this sucker accountable. He was getting out of control. He was sexually assaulting minors. He was doing all type of bullshit, man. He was really wilding. So I don't know what Diddy was really on, but this ninja needed to be behind bars. I understand that they changed Diddy release date, but more charges are coming. More lawsuit is being filed. A lot of shit is going down the pipeline right now for the Diddler, man. So I don't see Diddy getting out 2028 because some of these charges is gonna stick sooner or later. So a lot of people are coming out. Diddy been a monster for so long and been doing all type of crazy shit. So understand that a lot of people thought that Diddy was untouchable, like he was God. A lot of people thought that he would never go to jail. But everything that you did to people it's gonna come back to you, man. What goes around comes around. It is just karma coming to bite Diddy in the ass for all of the bullshit that he been doing. Because this ninja is just an asshole and an addict. He's a sex demon for doing all of this shit, man. He was grooming boys so that he can get booty out of this shit. So I understand that he was banging Cassie, getting guys to bang Cassie with BBC while he direct that shit, and then he rubbed the cum on his nipples. That is some diabolical shit. That shit is out of pocket. Man, Diddy should get a life sentence for that shit. That is zestology on another level. So I understand that a lot of people know Diddy for what he really is, because he was saying that it was assassinating of character. He was saying that people was lying on him. But when that video clip came out with Cassie and he was beating the shit out of that girl, that is where everything come crashing down, man. The RICO allegation, the sex traffic, man, shit was just getting wild. Lawsuit be coming like crazy, and Diddy be losing a lot of money for all of the shit that he been doing. So Diddy is not labeled as a billionaire no more. He's going broke at this point. He's losing a lot of money, a lot of deals, a lot of sponsorship. Man, I don't think Diddy is gonna ever be the same when he get out of jail. I think he just need to flee the country and get out of here just like Cassie if he want to survive this backlash that he's gonna get. Because the old black community is off to get Diddy for all of the BS that he been doing. And a lot of his friends are saying that they don't associate with Sean Combs. So that is just some crazy shit, man. And all of these guys were at the free clubs, the parties, because Diddy parties were the biggest party of the century, man. Everyone go to a Diddy party. Ain't nothing like that shit. They would take your phone, you sign NDA, anything happen at the party, stays at the party. That is what we're talking about, man. But it is what it is, man. Steamos the man. Have a blessed day.
I am dying to talk about this because this is something that I'm actually quite passionate about. So let's talk about the tattoo on Diddy's back. So in 2017, Diddy unveiled his full back tattoo. And this is what it looks like. Now, this is the picture of a Haitian law who goes by Erzeli Dantor. Diddy's back tattoo, Erzeli Dantor. When sharing the ink, Diddy captioned the reveal, and I quote, "I got the front and she's got my back." Over time, observers speculated that the design is actually inspired or for Erzeli Dantor, a figure in Haitian voodoo sometimes depicted reminiscent in the style of a black Madonna. Erzeli Dantor is associated with motherhood, feminine strength, protection of women, and marginalized communities, and justice. In voodoo, Erzeli Dantor is a fierce protector of women and children. So why would someone like Diddy get this law tatted on his back? Now, these are just my theories. My first theory is he's looking for protection from the consequences of his own actions. Now, Erzeli Dantor is a warrior, right? So he probably did this looking for protection from the backlash by showing that he is a devotee, thinking that the law is going to pay it forward. But the irony here is that Dantor doesn't protect abusers. She defends victims. After watching the Diddy documentary on Netflix, it is no doubt to me that this man is power hungry. He's looking for power from all sources. So it's not a stretch to me that he would be looking for quite literal spiritual power. It's possible that he started to dig into spiritual systems to maintain power. Dantor is also known for raw primal force, vengeance, domination, almost being impossible to defeat. And he might mark himself with her image, hoping. Spiritually, he appears untouchable. That would intimidate rivals. That is a force that can scare away both human and spiritual enemies. And we know, based on the documentary, he needed that at the time. Knowing Diddy's past, it's possible that he may have thought that he was one of the children that Erzeli protects. However, his current life literally contradicted her values. And my last theory is that was his desperate attempt to redirect karma. So when karma's catching up, enemies are exposing them, our empire is starting to crumble. Erzeli Dantor, who represents justice, truth, protection of the innocent, punishment of the abuser. Someone like Diddy, who genuinely probably believes that he's innocent in all of this, thinks that he falls into that category. And sometimes these spirits taunt you. They look for you. He probably messed with somebody who had an Erzeli spirit, in my theory, allegedly.
He caught the spirit, became infatuated, thought that the spirit was here to protect him, bring him justice. However, you can consider him tricked, as she was there all along to out him and to protect the victims. Diddy is not a victim. He is an abuser. It is no coincidence that after he got that tattoo, well, that was the beginning of the end for Diddy.